Hey guys, how you doing? Steve here again. Right before I go to bed, I just want to shoot some ideas at you guys, things that have been on my mind, and how I've been feeling. I'm actually pretty freaking tired right now. I exercise like I had told you guys I was going to be doing in my previous video. I did only 30 minutes today, but I followed it up with a little bit of I'd say like I did some push-ups and some dips and stuff like that, just to get my muscles activated. I'm taking my 2,000 milligrams vitamin D per day because I have very low vitamin D. If you haven't gotten that checked out, get it checked out. It can play a major role in depression and anxiety. I'm also going to go to the store tomorrow and ask the pharmacist which is the best omega-3 fatty acid fish oil I can buy. It's shown that this can definitely improve your depression or prevent depression from happening in your body. Now, in my mind, I personally think that doing things naturally and putting things into your body that are natural and not formed in a lab somewhere are more beneficial than taking something that's not natural, it's not from God, it's from scientists, chemicals. It's kind of scary what you are putting into your body with medications is chemicals. Just a personal story for my viewers out there, the select few I have so far. My father, he was diagnosed in 2009 with stage 2 leukemia, and he was offered the option for chemotherapy right away to get rid of his leukemia. Pretty scary time in my life, and of course he wasn't sure where to turn. I wasn't sure where to turn, and he ended up doing his own research because he was sick, and it ended up that he never took chemotherapy. He still has leukemia still to this day, but it's never progressed past stage 2. It's gone down to stage 1. It's gone back up to stage 2. It's gone back down to stage 1. It might be something he lives with the rest of his life, but he uses something called a high pH diet. Now, basically what he does is drink high alkaline water, a lot of leafy greens, and a special diet. And instead of injecting himself with medicine and radiation to make himself sick in order to make himself feel better, he went a more natural route. And he also found out through multiple doctors that if they were to come down with cancer of some sorts, and it was in the stage 1 to stage 2, maybe even stage 3 areas, that they would try the more natural routes before going on chemotherapy. Now, I know there's certain cancers out there, if you have chemotherapy, cyberknives, stuff like that, they are more beneficial in some situations. But I kind of wanted to take a more natural route, more natural approach. I'm going to see how it works. I'm going to continue taking my antidepressants and my medications, but I want to supplement them with some more natural things. I don't feel that, like I said in my previous video, but with my thoughts on antidepressants and psychiatric drugs, that they're not the cure. Now, there's, it's funny, I took a DNA test, and it said complementary treatment on my DNA test was a medication called Enlight, and I forgot the other name, but it's basically L-methylfolate, which is a superfood, so it won't be covered by your insurance. But it's basically a combination of vitamin D's, vitamin B's, and I forget which other vitamin, but it's vitamins, stuff that's already in your body and you get from food. And the other one was omega fatty acids, which I just read last night. So I'm going to definitely get to the pharmacy and check out and talk to the pharmacist. You know, you go to any pharmacist, talk to them. They know the most about medications and their side effects because that's their job. They deal with drugs every day. Even supplements. You can go and talk to anybody at a pharmacy. If they're knowledgeable, they will give you all the information you need. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going back to the same woman who told me about folic acid and your vitamin D levels and vitamin B levels to get those checked. And she's a pharmacist. She's not a doctor. But she deals with people who are dealt or prescribed antidepressant, anti-anxiety medications every day. So I wanted to pick her brain a bit, and she led me along this road. I pray to God every night, like I told you in some other videos, for signs, and I pray for help that I'm going to be better the next day, and I believe that sticking to my word is definitely beneficial for me. The exercise I felt definitely helped. I'm exhausted right now and can't wait to go to bed. I'm going to exercise again tomorrow. I'm not going to use heat or weather as an excuse. I'm beating this shit, guys. I want to beat this shit so bad. I'm going to beat this shit. I want you to beat it too. So if you're out there and you're suffering and you're hurting and you're crying, do your research. Listen to what I'm saying. Just get your blood levels checked. Do as much research as you can. You don't want to sit back and be like some of these people I see at the psychiatrists who have been there for 10 plus years and don't get better. It's funny, my fiance says I have an obsession with depression and anxiety. I might have an obsession, but my obsession is getting better. I want to get better. I can't picture myself feeling like this for the rest of my life. So I'm trying different things. I'm not going the exact route as everyone else takes, medication and counseling. But there's more to it than that. It's your body, your body's chemistry, your vitamin levels, your hormone levels, your so much stuff. Cholesterol levels. So much stuff comes into play. Your physical physique, what shape you're in, your diet. There's so many things that come into play and can change your life other than just medications and talk therapy. Even though I'm not knocking either of those, they're both great and they both have helped me out a lot. I want to go further with this. I want to push it a little bit more, maybe a lot more. Go down a different path. And my ultimate plan is to get off of my medications, be healthier, be a better person. Because I know once I'm over all this, guys, I'm not going to be afraid of anything. I've been through hell and back, and still in hell, and it's I don't think there's going to be anything that can scare me after this. I'm beating this shit. I know I am, and I know you can too. So, if you like this video, if it gives you some motivation, you can shoot me a like. If you're struggling, shoot me a comment. I wanna hear from you guys. Like I said, every day, I tell myself every day, keep your head up, keep fighting, keep surviving. I want you guys to do that, to do the same thing. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I'd love to have you guys listen to what I have to say. I want to help everybody out. I think once I'm better off of depression and anxiety. I think this is my calling, is to help people out with this type of thing, because I've seen what a shitty world it is for mental health. What a crappy world it is for people who are suffering, and the lack of empathy, lack of sympathy that is shown towards people with mental health disorders, and the stigmas behind them. It's just sickening. You know, you're almost not, sometimes you're not treated like a human being. You know, you're just like an animal. You know, you're looked at like, just like an alien. You know, like you have something severely wrong with you, like you're contagious. You know, I want to beat this shit. After I'm done beating this shit, I'm gonna help some other people, just like I'm trying to help everybody out with this channel, which is also helping me out. That's about it for tonight, guys. Like I said, keep your heads up, you keep fighting, and you keep surviving, and each day will get better the more you try and fight, and the more you survive. I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good night.